You know, I keep trying to convince myself that I do these IndieBox openings to show off the cool IndieBox subscription service, even though they don't pay me to do it. But really, I think it's just an excuse for me to show you the cool new toys I get to collect because I'm 12 at heart. So the new IndieBox is in, and we get this month the Galak-Z game, which admittedly I've not played at all. It looks neat, and I think I remember hearing about it when it came out, and I remember hearing pretty good things about it, but I haven't played it, so I at least have a chance to play it and not feel completely behind the times. Maybe? Either way, this is a cool looking IndieBox because it comes with a figure on the inside. So we're gonna crack this thing open, see what's in there, and then turn this video camera off because my battery's dying and I'm really pushing the time here. So what do we got? First things first, we get something really cool. It's this makes me feel really old because I had these when I was a kid. This is a cassette tape with the soundtrack on it. Straight up like an old cassette tape that you would put into your soundtrack. I'm looking at the camera to make sure I'm good. And that, yep, we had these when I was a child. Awesome. So now I feel really, really old. What the fuck? We also have the game itself on a USB drive that you just pop the top off. Pretty cool. We have the IndieBox sticker, which no one gives a shit about. And finally, I think this is the figure? Oh shit, it's more than just a figure. Okay. So I gotta be very careful with this. Mainly because I don't want it to fall all over the place. It has it's made by a company that did like another game that has like Easter egg on there. Can't remember the name of the game. It was like a skull RTS. It must be because that looks exactly like it. Or I'm just pulling things out of my ass, which that's how I make my money. Either way, if we take a look, you can see there's like a little plane and you can stand it on a little stand and that's really neat. And you can clip it, I guess. I think this is like a poster? That's a cool, neat little poster. I don't know if they're actually called posters as much as they're called something else. Then there's I guess like a cardboard stand to put the figure on. I won't use that. But the thing I care most about, the instruction manual. The Galak-Z, the dimensional instruction manual. This one is pretty solid. I remember the one for, I think Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time wasn't that great. But this, it was still pretty full, but this one looks really, really well done. There's some neat drawings in the back where, guess I won't be making any notes on this. Thanks, game. There's just, doodles on the back, which is neat. Which is cool. It's really, really nice. I don't know why I really enjoy this instruction manual. There's something about just the instruction manual and it reminding me of being, 12 again. There's this one time I really remember, vividly, I had just gotten Ocarina of Time for the N64, but I couldn't play it. I think my grandmother had bought it for my birthday. God, what was I, 10 when that came out? But I couldn't play it. My sister or brother had, a softball game or, a Little League game that we had to go to, which, I was not all into that at all because I wanted to go and play Ocarina of Time and save Hyrule. But I took the manual, and there's pictures. Somewhere in my mom's house, my mom has pictures of me sitting in the bleachers and just, head into the manual, straight up, just reading the manual like crazy. And I went front to back to front, multiple times during that game, learning everything I possibly could about Ocarina of Time before playing it. The cool thing about manuals back then is they actually had tidbits of story and little hints in there. I mean, you don't really get that now because it's just a different day and age with digital distribution and stuff. But there really was something really cool about having the manual. And they kind of bring a little bit of that back with the IndieBox thing. I don't know why this is the thing I care most about. It just is, and I love it. It's such a cool little addition. Maybe not as much knickknacks as we usually would get from the IndieBox so far, but it has the figure, and the figure looks really awesome. I think so far as display is concerned, probably my favorite IndieBox out of the 3 that I've gotten so far. Fuck. So that's the IndieBox for this month. Galak-Z, the dimensional. I think with most IndieBoxes, as I was looking at their website recently, you can go back and buy some of the older IndieBoxes, some of the more recent ones. So I assume we'll see this. If you don't end up signing up or getting this for this month, you can go onto their webpage and end up picking it up separately. I think they charge a little extra for older IndieBoxes, depending on what it is. I know the Axiom Verge one, which I ended up picking up, is a little bit more expensive. But it is, or will end up picking up rather, is a little bit more expensive, but it's got a lot of cool things that come with it. But this one is easily right at home on my shelf because I'm a huge nerd. It looks great, and I'm really pumped to have it. Thank you guys so much for watching me opening up my toys. Because you watch me.